Welcome to my little art corner. I'm Kathy, and I'm so happy you found your way here. If you're new, grab a comfy seat and stay a while. And to those returning, thank you for coming back. It means so much. Today is day 8 of the 10-part series, Painting Our Feathered Friends. For you today, I will be painting a cute little bird with some lavender flowers. So, I have traced the birds and the lavender flowers onto my watercolor paper. I thought I would use some watercolored pencils for the leaves and stems. I don't have much experience with watercolor pencils, but I'll give it a try. I'm sure, of course, there is going to be a learning curve. This way you can learn from my mistakes. I have already drawn the bird's eye with my waterproof ink, and I needed to pencil in a couple more areas on the bird. Okay, let's get painting this cute little bird in lavender. This is a generic bird, and what I mean by that is that you can use the colors that you would like to see on this bird. Like maybe having a red or blue breast with matching tail feathers. So you could use the combination of colors you would like to see on the bird. Go ahead and use your creativity on the lovely bird. Remember, in art, there isn't a right or wrong. Please subscribe to my channel if you can. If you have already, many thanks. Oh, and hit the bell so you get notified when a new video comes out. My next video will be a bird sitting among, I think they are apple blossoms. Anyway, they're very pale pink flowers. That will be a good challenge focused on water control, so be sure to join me. Okay, done. Adding the base layer to the bird's body, and moving on to the lavender flowers. I'm using a couple different hues of purple and pink for the first flowers. Did you know that in human history, that the lavender flowers have played a beneficial role? In fact, lavender was used as an ancient deodorant. The word lavender comes from the Latin lavare, meaning to wash. The Romans used it to scent their baths, clothes, and even their hair, believing in its cleansing and healing properties. Now, I'm going to do some blending on the bird's body, to remove the hard edges. I'm just using clean water to remove the edges. Back to the lavender flowers, using a variety of shades of purples and pinks. Another benefit of lavender is that it can help you sleep better. Lavender has natural calming effects and has been scientifically shown to reduce stress and improve sleep quality. Its scent can lower heart rate and blood pressure, making it a popular choice for aromatherapy and bedtime relaxation. I think I need to try that out. Okay, adding in the second layer on the bird, giving more dimension to the wings and feathers. Adding increased saturation of color to the breast area on the bird, to define the contour of the body. Make sure that you leave highlighted areas on whatever you are painting. This gives the painting depth and dimension. I would appreciate it so much if you hit the thumbs up like button It helps to spread the love of art and painting. So share the love. I'm doing more blending and dry brushing to indicate feathers. Okay, I'll let that part dry and move on to using my watercolor pencils for the stems and leaves. I'm using 3 different shades of green for the stems and leaves. You know what? I almost forgot about the bird's tail. This bird with the long tail is the reason I picked the image of the bird. I loved the long, super cute tail. Well, let's get some watercolor on it. I'm using browns, tans, and blues. I thought I would add brown color pencil on the beak. Then, finish adding watercolor pencils to the leaves. I'm also using the brown pencil for the legs and toes of the bird, and even using the watercolor pencil to add in some feathers. Time to activate the watercolor pencil with water. Not sure if I'm going to like this. Yeah, not liking this so far. I'm sure I need to use a different technique. Painting in more saturated color on the bird for increased definition. Well, I'll leave that for now and work some more on the cute tail feathers. Continuing to add more definition to the wing feathers and 2 other parts of the body. Layering watercolor gives the painting depth. The dry brushing technique in watercolor painting helps create the delicate texture of feathers by allowing fine, wispy strokes that mimic their natural softness. This method also adds depth and dimension, enhancing the realism of the bird's plumage without oversaturating the paper with pigment. All right, adding a little more color to the lavender. I'm not happy at all with stems and leaves, so I'm going to add watercolor to them and see if I can make lemonade out of these lemons. But before I do that, here is the pro tip. Here are pro tips for using watercolor pencils effectively in your watercolor art. Layer and activate gradually. Start by applying light layers of dry watercolor pencil to your paper. Gradually build up color intensity by layering more pigment before activating with water. This helps maintain control over the depth and blending of colors. Use the right paper. Watercolor pencils work best on high-quality watercolor paper, at least 140 pounds, to prevent buckling. Cold-pressed paper provides texture for soft blending, while hot-pressed paper is smoother for fine details. Now, let's move on to the stems and leaves to see if I can get them looking better. Here, I'm using a dry brush to take out some of the color to add a highlight on the leaf. I'll let the leaves dry, and back to the bird for more dry brushing for more details of feathers. I think that's good right now for the bird. Now that the leaves have dried, I'll add some more color and see if I can add more realism to the leaves and stems. I think birds are magnificent animals, for example. Some small birds like hummingbirds can go into torpor, a deep sleep-like state where their metabolism slows drastically. Their heart rate can drop from over 1,200 beats per minute to as low as 50 beats per minute, helping them conserve energy on cold nights. Some tiny birds can see ultraviolet light. Birds like chickadees and warblers can see in the ultraviolet spectrum, which helps them detect patterns on flowers, identify mates, and even spot food that might be invisible to human eyes. Their feathers can also reflect UV light in ways that are only visible to other birds. There. I think that the leaves and stems are looking better. What do you think? Leave me a comment. I would love to know. Okay, I apologize. For some reason, The part where I added the ground underneath the bird and plant didn't get recorded. So, I will explain what I did. I used wet on dry, with yellow ochre around the bird's feet, and then add a more yellow ochre with the consistency of cream underneath the leaves, indicate shadow for a more 3D effect. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this painting of a cute little bird and the lavender flowers. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again. Have a wonderful day, and happy painting.